Welcome back. We are now on the Mr. ThinkSmart Show. And listen, I have a special guest. She's not only just the first female on my show, but the first artist on my show. So I came all the way back home to do this because I have to, because she has a new project. Tonya, I need you to introduce yourself to the world.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tonya C. Y'all probably see me on social media a lot, and I have a new album that's about to release this year. It's been a long time coming, but it's happening this year, and I'm so excited.
So you heard a new album this year. Now, before we get into the interview, I want you to press subscribe to my channel for more interviews like this and more shows. Man, I got a lot for you coming through ThinkSmart TV, okay?
Yes.
Now, Tonya, this is going to be a brief interview. It's not going to be long. I don't really want to get into it. But your project, now, the project is done in-house.
Right.
Family first. You
Family first, yes.
You see this right here? Red what? Coded.
Red coded, baby.
Listen, the ownership of this is under Ryan Coleman, my brother.
Yes.
He's doing his thing. Once you hear his music, their music, come together, it's going to blow your mind.
It's going to blow your mind.
But before we do that, tell us about your project.
So this is going to be a debut project, y'all. So it's my first ever project. I've been on other people's stuff, but this is going to be my own. All of the songs written by me with the exception of one. Okay. And it's going to be well, currently we got about 12 songs that we're putting on there. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about maybe skimming back to maybe 10. I'm not sure yet. Still kind of, working out the kinks. And I haven't even came up with the title of it yet. I just haven't really...
You working?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm just trying to get everything done first, and then we'll work out the logistics of everything afterwards.
Any special guests on there, or is it all you?
Family. I have my family included on there. Big. I have my
family
sister.
First.
Yeah, family first. My sister, Kiana Bree, is on there. I have my little brother, Marvell Q. His name is DJ, but his stage name is Marvell Q. Right. I have him on there. And I do have one song that I'm thinking about putting on my album that's featuring one of my friends named Lloyd Nix. Okay. He's amazing, y'all.
Okay. You hear that? Now, this is the thing. Now, you all are going independent.
Yes, right now.
That's probably the best thing to do. Put that money back in your pocket. Let the distributors come to you. That's what I'm doing with the show.
All right.
I want the networks to come get me.
Come get them, y'all. Come get them.
So, okay, self-made project. This is your passion. This is your first project. You got your family on there. Now, let's go back in time.
Okay.
What got you into singing?
Well, I come from a very musical family. My grandfather played the guitar and he used to sing. My father, he plays instruments, and my mom, she sings. My dad sings. My sister, my little brother. So I come from a very musical family. Aunts, uncles. So to be quite honest with you, you probably wouldn't believe it, but when I was growing up, I didn't really like to sing.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Because you can blow, girl.
It was always my sister. It was always my big sister. It was all about Bree. And I would just hide behind her. But when we was at home, then I would sing. Right. Then I don't know what happened. A light switch flicked on one day, and I just started.
You like Michael Jackson. You just became a star.
I ain't a star. I'm not a star,
but you on your way.
Okay, I receive it.
You better.
I receive it.
Better call it out the skies. I said, y'all know my shirt's coming out. Call it out the sky.
Call it out the sky. But shameless plug.
Hey, that's why I love this. This is family, y'all.
Family.
So, excuse us if we get a little bit more personal, but this is family. But back to the interview. So, you started off as a kid, come from a family of musical just genius. So let me ask you. So, when you put the mic in your hand now, because with me being a speaker, being an empowerment speaker, I'm nervous all the way until I put the mic in my hand. But once I put the mic in my hand, I go. That's kind of the same thing?
It's kind of the same thing. I lead praise and worship at church not every week, but whenever it's my turn to lead praise and worship on Sunday. And I get nervous. I have to go to the bathroom before I do praise and pressure. You can ask the praise team. It's legit. It's for real. It's the nervousness. I don't understand, where it comes from, and I try to psych myself up like I'm not nervous, but knowing deep down inside I really am. And people be like, "How are you?" I don't see it, but it's definitely there. But like you said, as soon as I get the mic. And since I'm doing Christian type music, as soon as I get the mic, preachers say I feel my help coming.
Yeah.
When I get the mic, I
still feel my help coming too when I put the mic on.
I literally can feel like an extra push or some help coming from somewhere, because I know that I remember myself back in the day, I was scared of everything. I wouldn't do anything in front of people. But now I don't know. It's just changed. It changed. Maybe I matured. I grew up.
Right.
But, the nervousness is still there. But it just comes naturally, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I really don't know.
And I'm glad that you have chosen this lane because, we come from spiritual background. And no matter what, like with me being an empowerment speaker and an empowerment writer and writing, when it comes to the law of attraction, it all revolves right back to the Bible. It's all programmed for us. It's all programmed for not just us, it's all programmed for people. We just got to tap into it. And your gift will make room for you. There is room for you in this industry. And to be huge, like we talking huge as like, I'm not going to say no names, but I'm saying 400, 500 million net worth.
Okay.
I'm speaking it. I'm calling it out the sky.
Call it out the sky.
I'm trying to tell you. So there is a lane for you, and I know it is just like there's a lane for me. Now, back to your project.
Okay.
So you work with your husband with this project.
Yep.
And how was that?
It was interesting.
Okay.
It was interesting because a lot of the songs that I wrote, I either wrote it on the piano or I wrote it with the guitar. And so
you can play both?
Yeah. So certain things that I heard when I was writing it, I wanted to still hear it. But him being the producer, I had to trust him to be able to bring it to life with, what he's feeling with the song.
Right.
And it was kind of hard to break away from, I still pretty much told him, well, no, I still want this and I still want that.
Right.
And, we would go back and forth, and it's been rough.
The project is, do I want to say done? Is it done?
Well, it's not completely finished.
Right.
We are literally right on the edge of everything being completely done, like the mixing and mastering and all of that.
Okay.
So
it's done. It's recorded.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I do understand the music business from my past. So I know those are tedious hours.
Yes.
Very
tedious. This is actually the fun part. The real work haven't even really came yet.
It ain't came yet. So. It's fun, and it's but it can be nerve-wracking sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy it. I know you're going to enjoy it. I enjoyed it on the back end. I wasn't even an artist. But I enjoyed it. Just a couple more questions, and then we're going to end the interview because I know you all have work to do. They have work to do. There's always work to do. When you hustling, you grinding, and you doing it yourself, your business, it's always work to do. So, new project, work with your husband. Is there any avenues? Is there anything like special that you would like to put out there and say what's coming? Like, is there a first single?
Actually, I do have. I have 2 ideas for
Okay.
singles that I would like to come out with, but I'm leaning more so towards one. So one of the songs that I have on my album is called Rescue Someone. I wrote it some years ago, and I pretty much turned that song into an organization. So I will kind of talk to you about this a little bit. I'm trying to turn it into a nonprofit organization. So we had our first event, which was a career readiness workshop. So it's pretty much geared towards people that are either just starting to hit the workforce, or somebody that might be retired and looking to re-enter the workforce, but people that just help with their resumes and career building.
Because that is like, I know artists, and I know how when you have a writer, it's not really who you are, but you're writing who you are.
I am.
And that's the greatest thing about it. Like you said, you wrote everything but like one song, but that's fine. But I know I've seen artists that don't write nothing. They're just the voice. But then the ones who actually put their passion, you can feel it in the studio, is the ones who write from their heart. So you write from your heart.
I do.
So if you're an artist out there, write from your heart.
Write from your heart, people.
Yeah, because I write from my heart with my books and things. I don't have anybody helping me out like that. I might hear something, but I write from my heart. I ain't trying to diss nobody, but I write from my heart. I write what God gives me. and he wants to let the people know, and the information that I get together and I gather in my life experience.
Right, that's right.
Because it feels so. Because when I got to stand up in front of people and speak, that's where it's coming from.
Exactly.
So one more question, then we're gonna get up out of here.
Okay.
Now, is there a date?
A release date?
Yes.
There is not a release date, y'all.
We gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
So that means what? You gotta follow. You gotta follow.
You gotta follow.
Okay, before we do that, because we're going to end that, because I don't want you to get too much information, because you mess around and spill the beans. We're back, family. Check me out. We're going to give all the handles for Tonya. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put all the information you need, because you need to get involved with Red Coated. They do all of this. They do lessons. What else you all do?
Production work.
Any
studio work you might need.
Any studio work you need. I'm going to make sure I put that information in the tagline so you can see that, and you can go Google them, and you can go to the email address, wherever they have to offer. You can gear to them, and they can actually set you up for an appointment and see what you're trying to do and move forward from there. Okay?
Yes.
So give me your handles, and then we're going to get up out of here.
So you can go to the website at redcoatedmusic.com, and you can follow me on social media at Tonya C Music on Facebook, at Tonya C Music on Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter.
Okay, y'all heard this, Mr. ThinkSmart.
Mr. ThinkSmart, y'all.
And we thinking smart with Red Coated today. Peace, y'all.